Ever wondered how the digital world is affecting our children's mental health? We're living in a time where screens are everywhere, and they're not going away anytime soon. But what does this mean for our kids? According to an article published in Psychology Today, excessive screen time and social media usage can have a significant effect on the mental well-being of children and teenagers. The article highlights a disturbing correlation between the rise of social media and an increase in mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Research suggests that popular platforms like Facebook can contribute to depression, while excessive screen time might hinder the development of the brain. Moreover, it emphasizes the importance of real-life interactions, time spent outdoors, and a variety of experiences for the overall well-being of our young ones. The article calls for a systemic change, suggesting regulations on social media companies and prioritizing human well-being over profits in the tech industry. But the question remains, what does this mean for our children's future? Stick around, and we'll dive deeper. Let's delve into the research that's unveiling the impact of our children's digital habits. Right off the bat, studies are showing a very real connection between the rise of social media and negative impacts on mental well-being. It's almost as if the more we scroll, the more we seem to unspool. And it's not just a vague sense of unease we're talking about here. Concrete issues like anxiety, depression, and loneliness are cropping up with alarming frequency, particularly among young users. Now, let's consider social media platforms like Facebook. They've become such a staple in our lives that it's easy to overlook their potential downsides. But research suggests that these platforms might be contributing to depressive symptoms. Imagine a never-ending cycle. You feel low, you reach for your phone to distract yourself, and the cycle continues. The digital world, instead of serving as an escape, may be exacerbating the problem. Moreover, let's talk about screen time. Excessive screen time isn't just about bleary eyes or a stiff neck. It may be hindering brain development. That's right. The very tool that was supposed to broaden horizons may actually be limiting them. Picture the brain as a sponge, soaking up experiences to grow and develop. Now, if that sponge is constantly saturated with the same type of experience, say screen time, it doesn't get the chance to expand and diversify. And it's not just about what's happening on the screen. What's not happening off the screen is equally important. Real-life interactions, time spent outdoors, diverse experiences, these are the building blocks of a well-rounded personality. In the digital age, we're seeing a worrying shift away from these essentials. The research is in, and the findings are concerning. It's not about demonizing technology or painting it as the bad guy. It's about understanding the effects it's having on us, especially our younger generations, and asking ourselves, is this the future we want for our children? It's clear that our children's minds are at risk, so what can we do about it? Now that we understand the risks, it's time to talk solutions. As we navigate this digital age, it's clear that we need to place an emphasis on real-life interactions. The value of a face-to-face conversation, a shared laugh, or a comforting hug can't be underestimated. It's these genuine experiences that forge strong and healthy minds, not the fleeting validation from a social media like. We must also encourage our young ones to spend more time outdoors. The natural world offers an array of diverse experiences that can foster creativity, resilience, and a sense of peace. It's time to swap screens for green and see the wonders it can do for our mental well-being. Of course, individual efforts are only part of the solution. We need systemic changes too. This means advocating for regulations on social media companies to ensure they prioritize human well-being over profit. Remember, these aren't just faceless corporations. They are entities with the power to shape the minds of future generations. It's our responsibility to hold them accountable. In the face of these challenges, it's up to us to advocate for a healthier future for our children. It's time to take action, not just for our children, but for generations to come. Let's consider the choices we make every day. The screens that have become a constant presence in our lives, the hours spent scrolling, liking, and sharing, they all add up. It's crucial we recognize the impact they can have on our children's mental health and development. What if we could replace some of that screen time with real-life interactions, time outdoors, and diverse experiences? Imagine the difference we could make in their lives, in their futures. This isn't just about individual choices, though. It's about making systemic changes, about rethinking how we use technology, and reshaping the digital landscape. We must advocate for regulations on the tech industry that prioritize human well-being over profit. We need to demand that those who create and control these platforms recognize their responsibility and make the necessary changes. Let's take a stand. Let's make a difference. Let's prioritize our children's well-being over endless scrolling and mindless likes. Because at the end of the day, their mental health, their happiness, their future, it's worth more than any profit. Together, we can ensure a healthier, happier future for our children, because their well-being is worth more than any profit.